gonna have to. Hello, everyone. It's Michael Jacob with Unleashing Intuition Secrets, and today we're going to have a special event. We're going to have a LifeWave Miracle Monday, and it's a great time for people to get into LifeWave. It's definitely transforming secrets, and today a lot of people and their amazing lives, like I've seen, and like a lot of you have seen. We're going to hear from a lot of people that have had miracle results. And it's one of my favorite shows of the week because I love miracles. And before we get started, we're going to have the amazing Dr. Annabelle Garcia Newer give us an overview of LifeWave, and then how we can come in and talk about the miracle of LifeWave.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this great hour. This is the best hour in the day of Monday, because this is where we talk about our miracles, thanks to the LifeWave technology. And this is our Miracle Monday with Michael Jaco. LifeWave and its brand partners do not claim to diagnose, treat, or cure. But we are talking about the LifeWave technology that offers us a natural way to improve our health and wellness. During the call, we may hear a lot about our favorite patch called the X39 because it is the most comprehensive of the patches, but they are all fantastic in their own right. So, what is the X39 for those who are unaware and are new to the X39 and the LifeWave technology? It is a wearable light technology in the form of a patch. And how it works is we place the patch on our body, and because of our body heat, also known as infrared light, it activates the patch, which has a crystal structure. That crystal structure takes in our light and reflects it back to us in a specific wavelength. And that wavelength was discovered to increase proteins and peptides. And for the instance of X39, it increases a peptide called GHK copper peptide, which is capable of regenerating our cells to a younger state so we can internally repair and regenerate. And there's results that you can see externally and feel internally. It is that simple to use because you just place the patch on, and it is that sophisticated in the sense of its use with wavelengths and frequency. As we are talking tonight, we want to keep our stories compliant. So, a little housekeeping rules. Please keep to symptoms only, no diagnosis names. Tell us how you felt before you used the patches. Tell us how you felt after the patches. And the same if you're sharing somebody else's story, how they felt before, what patches they used, and how they felt after. And please be cognizant of everyone who wants to share. So please be as brief as possible. Share your beautiful story, and let's have everyone have a turn tonight to share their miracles. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Annabelle. Magnificent. And Roxanne, I see you're in a very lovely place.
Yes, I'm actually on the water
Nice.
tonight. This is Sarasota Bay. And anyway, so this is where I am. Yep.
Very
It's
nice.
nice. Yeah. Is it too bright? I can move if it's too bright.
No, that's good. We
Okay.
see we know you're there. That's good.
Okay.
I know you have a lot of people that are going to share today. What do you want to start with?
Well, I can go ahead and share mine if you would like me to.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Just bear with me a second. Okay. All right. So I have actually three different brand partners who couldn't be here this evening, but they said I could share their stories. The first one, she had major oral surgery recently, and that included some bone grafting. And her mouth looks amazing. Her teeth are perfect. And she absolutely had zero pain, no complications whatsoever after the surgery. And she patched with X39 only. Her other story is she works with her hands all the time. She's actually my nail technician. And she kept having issues with holding on to the tools that she uses and dropping them. And within maybe a month of just the X39, her strength is back and her grip is good. So she's very excited about that. So
Wow.
And then,
Let me comment on that one real quick.
yeah,
You know, a lot of people, are concerned about price. Understandable. You know, it's hard times. Some people, have to cut corners to make ends meet. But imagine that you're able to continue your work to earn money because you're using a product that's, less than a cup of coffee a day. So great. Thanks.
exactly. Exactly. It's less than a Starbucks a day and better for you. Okay. Another brand partner I spoke with just the other day, she had gone to her ophthalmologist for an eye exam, and they were talking about potentially having to do surgery to remove the film over the eyes. And she had been patching now for close to a year, I think, and just X39 primarily. And she also uses Alavita at night. She had gone for her eye exam, and there were absolutely no blemishes on her eyes whatsoever. Whereas before, every year going, the doctor would see this scarring behind her eyes, and it's gone.
Wow.
That's huge, I think. So, and then my last share is I have a newer brand partner, and she does wood finishing. She's used to working with different chemicals for what she does. But she had been cleaning a gate, a metal gate, with a different chemical that she had not used before. She's gloved up and has her gear on and everything, but she sustained a chemical burn from this product. So bad that her hands and her feet felt like they were on fire, and she had welts that covered 70% of her body. She said it was super painful, and she used all of the patches that she has in her supply, her arsenal of patches, multiple patches, X39, Ice Wave for pain, Carnosine, and Eon. And she patched multiple areas. The thing is with her hands, as soon as she patched her hands, the pain went away within minutes.
Wow.
Her feet took a little bit longer, but within 20 minutes, she had no pain.
Wow. That's a fantastic story.
Yeah.
And that's basically wallpaper. And we've talked about that many times where use multiple patches or the same patch in different spots or in one spot to get results. If you have something extreme like that happen to you, you want to do what we call wallpapering and put patches, multiple patches on an area, and you'll usually get really good results. So great shares, Roxanne. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Patty.
Well, hello, Michael and LifeWave community. It's Monday, pickleball day. I had a great time, but I do want to give a couple shares. Over the weekend, Kathy and I had an event and we wore your shirts, Be the Light. We were twins and we looked great. So I'll have to share some pictures later on.
Yeah.
But we had a great event, met a lot of people, patched quite a few people, and lots of miracles. I love the way their eyes light up after you put the patch on, and sometimes within minutes or no seconds, they look at you and they have that funny look that they can't believe that, whatever pain or ailment they had is gone. And I said, oh, I've seen that look before. I know that look. You just can't believe it's gone, but it is. So lots of fun stories yesterday. But my best story is my father-in-law, age 85, diabetic his whole life, patching maybe 15 months now, and I've been working with him, and he started out with the high sugar, 8.6 was his A1C. So fast forward a couple months, we're into it, maybe 10 months, it goes down to an 8.0. Then we add a few more patches on. In the last 6 months I've been working with him, he went last week to the doctor, 7.4. So I was so excited. And then I was looking at the rest of his blood work with him. Now he's 85 and he doesn't eat that well. I mean, he does get a lot of exercise because he's crossing guard, but all his blood work was in normal range. I couldn't believe it for someone his age. And I see what he eats. You know, he doesn't always eat the best stuff, but I can't believe that his sugar is that low. So he's actually weaning himself down of a lot the Ozempic and a lot of the metformin and all the other drugs for the sugar. And he's actually lowering, and and he laughs. Oh, I had a big meal and my sugar's it's only 170, 170 where it should be like 300. And he's just can't believe it. And I'm just so excited. So I wanted to share that. But it's a miracle of the patches. It really is. So thank you for letting me share.
That's great, Patty. How often do you play pickleball a week?
Well, I like to go a lot more than I do. So I've been doing consistently Monday, Wednesday. Then I'll try to get a Thursday, Friday in. And then sometimes a weekend. The weather's been so nice. So we're in Chicago. It's 85 degrees. It's October 6th. And I have a little convertible. So I'm actually still driving my convertible, and it's October, which is so unusual for us. So, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the 85 degrees, and we'll still be playing outside until whatever. But yeah.
That's great. Well, I know you talked about how LifeWave lets you play a lot more than you would have normally. That's
Oh,
good.
absolutely. So I always say I'm like the poster child for bad health, because prior to using this 3 years, I had all the highs, the sugar, the blood pressure, the cholesterol. But a lot of my stuff, it's all within range. I'm way more active. I just feel a lot better. And then can't wait to see what the water's gonna do too. So it's so
Yeah.
exciting. And then I can't wait to see everyone in October. I hope everybody can make it, but if you can't, we'll be thinking about you. But I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
No, that's gonna be great. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Thanks.
Thank
Mike,
you.
Michael, I want to jump in. Your voice sounds very far back. It's not clear, and I know we need your voice.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Well, airhead today, I was like doing about 5 things at once. So, all right. So appreciate that. All right, Patty, that's great. And yeah, you look great. I saw you recently. So we're looking forward to seeing you again. Mother Swami.
Hi. I have shared a few things that were very amazing. I thought I would share something called retracing in case people may not even know about it. And it's wonderful, but it may not feel so great. So my daughter and I both got the vaccine that we didn't really want to take, but really had no other option, and had some severe adverse reactions, which made us medically exempt, thankfully, right away. So we'd only had one. And maybe 2 weeks ago, my daughter had this cognitive brain fog issue, and then some skin rash and a little bit of nausea. And it was like, what is going on now? And now that I'm experiencing now the same exact pain, but way less than what I had after the vaccine. I needed almost a year of physical therapy for my arm. I couldn't really use it at all. I was actually not able to even carry a bag in my left hand, or hardly drive. I could hardly move the steering wheel with the left arm. So it was really severe. So now I'm going through the same exact pain, but much, much less, way less a degree. And gradually it's weaning off. And I know it's retracing. So as I'm going through this, I realized what my daughter had, that was retracing. So I asked her, is that totally gone now? She's like, yeah, it's all gone. It's all gone. And I asked her, is that the same kind of wasn't that the same thing that you had after this vaccine, but it was way worse, of course, very scary back then? Like, yeah, I think it's gone now. So I just wanted to share that, because I think many people don't maybe know what's going on. And I myself was really thrown off for a moment. I thought maybe I injured my shoulder or I did something. But no, it's obviously retracing. It's the same exact thing, but way less, and it's weaning off. And I'm sure once it's gone for good.
Yeah, that's good. Now, Mother Swami, why do you think it took that period of time before it finally started to move out? Do you think it was working on other things?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. Thank you. We had both my daughter and and I've shared those results. We've
Right.
both had instant results, and we keep having wonderful results. Like in my case, also my eyes are not sure yet which pair of glasses they need, but they're getting better and better. So eventually, maybe I won't use any. My daughter has, I mean, totally gotten rid of any medication she actually really needed, unfortunately, and it's totally off the medications, and there's no need for those ever again, I'm sure. So that's huge. There's been other real positive things. So yes, to make it short, the stem cells do go where they need most first, and it's obvious for us. I'm sure they're going some other places we don't even know of. And it took that time, I guess, until this could now really start to heal. In my case, for example, one good example is my heart. After that vaccine, I was missing every fourth heartbeat. And I had to see a cardiologist. And I had arrhythmia and heart rhythm issues that were really annoying because they were only an issue when I was in absolute rest. So I couldn't control it. It had nothing to do with exercise or activity. It was only when I was really either sleeping or just completely at rest. That's totally gone. That went away maybe 2 months ago with the patch. So that was obviously more important than my arm. And my arm is now the next. So yes, the patches, the stem cells go wherever they're needed first. And if that's the heart, that's obviously more important than the arm. So it's just amazing.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that because you know, because of time, we could probably do a whole show of all the stuff that you and your daughter have overcome. It's just phenomenal. And I know you've given us a little bit over time, and some of that was because as time went on, you were having better and better and more incredible results. So that's phenomenal. So it sounds like you have reached that point. You've done the retracing, and pretty much any problems that you've had from the vaccine is gone from your body. Wow, that's fantastic. I know you were in tears at one time when you came on and talked about LifeWave. You had a little bit of success, which was phenomenal at the point. I say little because the stuff you've had since then has been unbelievable. We're talking miracles, yeah.
It is, and scars also. Scars are gone. Like certain scars just gone, including I had a scar on my thigh where there was a tiny bit of flesh missing permanently because I ripped it out in an accident. That scar is gone. You can't see it.
Wow.
So yeah.
Gosh, that's incredible. Yeah. You were like the poster child of miracles. Miracle Monday. That's great. Thank you. And of course we've had lots of miracles. Yeah. So thanks a lot for sharing.
Our dog.
Your dog too?
Yes. I thought I shared that. Our dog, we used our used patches on the collar of the dogs.
Right.
And we have two rescued dogs, and one is a little Chihuahua Terrier mixture. And she had a permanent scar. At least the vet said it's permanent. The hair can't grow back. It looked literally like someone may have turned out a cigarette or something there. It was this round scar where there's like a burn mark and no fur growing. And the vet said impossible. Within, I think it was 3 weeks or less, all the hair, all the fur is growing in. You can't see anything. She had a laceration scar too. That's totally gone. So yeah.
Wow. Now we had a Yorkie, cute dog, and vaccination for both our dogs. We could tell from the vaccinations, both our dogs were affected. They had like seizures and all kind of crazy stuff. But there was a little what you're describing from one of the vaccinations. One of our dogs lost the hair in a circle. It looked like a burn mark from a vaccine. So
maybe it was that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's gone.
Great shares. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We all love the, our pets can, benefit as well. So thanks a lot.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Annabelle.
I just love these calls because Mother Swami's testimonies, and as well as everyone else's, is a great reminder to all of us that we're all individuals, and how these patch technology works on all of us is at an individual basis. So how quickly we feel things or what we feel is, I love to say, anybody's guess, but it's an exciting adventure, and just patience and wait it out, because miracles are happening and things are going to happen. I have two short shares. One of them is a fellow JCO follower and a member of our tribe, and she's a fantastic human being. And so she talks about using only the X39. She's only on the X39. She's been on it for a month, and she had this very itchy skin condition. And anytime she scratched her skin, it would instantly form into hives. So you could literally write on these people's skin, and it makes a hive in that shape of the scratches. And so since using the X39, her itchy rash is gone. The hives have subsided. She has severe back pain. Now she's a truck driver, so she's constantly on the road and sitting down, and so had severe back pain, and she's had improvement in her back pain. And so she gave me the go ahead to share our story. She's fantastic, and she says hello. Now there's another one who is a friend, a personal friend of mine. And I met her for lunch, and this is what she said. I can't do it justice, so I'm going to read what she said. She said, "For days I was suffering from pain in my lower back from a disc herniation. Physical therapy helped a lot, enough to get me walking better. When I met my dear friend Annabelle for coffee, she immediately saw the pain on my face. She went to her car to get her emergency stash of patches, where she placed three of them, which was a set of ice waves and an X39. Where the pain was worse and radiating too. After a few minutes, it was instant relief. Aches and pains subsided greatly. The next day, all that I had experienced that week felt like a distant memory." I'm like, wow, that's powerful. She's also a Reiki practitioner, so I was hopeful that she would feel the energies fairly quickly, and my hope was confirmed.
Oh, very good. Very good. Thank you.
Mhm.
And everyone that's watching on YouTube, we have a really, really large audience, largest yet, well over 100. So if you're watching and you're interested in any of the people that are sharing, some of them are major brand partners like Dr. Annabelle, and we have many others in here. If you're interested, Roxanne, Frederick, we have lots of almost director level or director level people that can really help you out. So if you're interested, just ask in the chat if you want to join someone specifically. If you're not a brand partner yet, they'll help you out and give you specific insights. They're all part of my team. We have the best team, I believe. And we don't say that lightly. I don't brag, right? It's not braggadocio. It's a fact. So we really take care of everyone. And that's why one of the reasons why we do these shows consistently to help people see, because some of you watch this show for a year. I don't know why you wait so long, but it is what it is. But if you're at that point where you've been watching for a while and curious or want to get, involved, we have some people that can work with you specifically and help you out as a brand partner. And if you want to build a business, help you out as well. Suzanne.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Michael. And so today I actually have a guest, Jimmy. I don't know if I see he's not by the camera, but he was the fellow that I was speaking of last week that I helped him with the patches with Lyme disease.
Oh, wow.
So I invited him to come and share his experience with us. And so there's that. And my real quick share is that following with Mother with the retracing, absolutely, Mother, definitely retracing is a really powerful experience. And I've been working with my knee probably since February, like the retracing. And I finally just took 3 months off from working out. I'm like, done. Sit on the couch, done. And took that time off and followed through with the patches the entire time, and just recently started up last week and this week with a workout routine again. And I just stepped right back into it, and just like I never even missed a day. My weight stayed the same. My physical, trimness was still there. I'm working out next to girls who are 20, 30 years younger than I am. And I'm like, is that all you got? You got a long way to go. You better step it up. And I was really pleased. And I believe that is a lot in voting for keeping the patches consistent, and really helped me. So I'm back into working out. My knee is much better, and I think it needed that time to just kind of regroup. you know, and is very conscious about the way I walked and moved my body and everything. And the repair happened, and I'm very pleased. So there's that. And then Jimmy's there. I don't know if we have time to talk with Jimmy.
Sure. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Wait. You mute.
That old feisty unmute button.
Do it. All right. Well, maybe you work on that when we go on to the next person. So I know we have.
Yeah, try and unmute it, Jimmy, and there you go. You got it. I just had to say that, I guess. Go ahead.
I know you, Michael, like from videos I've watched on Grassroots Warrior with Kevin Hoyt.
Nice.
Videos. But I met Susan through Vivian, that's a friend of Kevin's, and she helped me overcome Lyme disease. And I had the Lyme disease since May. I got bit May 1st, but I didn't discover the tick until days later because it was in my hair, right on my back of my spine and my neck. And then the sickness started about second week of May. And the doctors knew I got bit by a tick, and they said it was too late to take the 72-hour medicine thing. And Susan helped me with the patches when I met her anyway, but that was not until like, I don't know, August maybe, because I was literally sick in bed for 3 months, unable to eat, unable to, just fatigue, you know, and migraine so bad that I didn't want to be awake. It was horrible. And I met Susan, and she helped me to detox and gave me some patches, you know, to help with my immune system. And my friends kept telling me as well, Jimmy, you got to get out of bed and do something, whether you feel good or not. And so after 3 months of being in bed, Western medicine was a failure. They didn't diagnose me until July 21st. Doctor's office calls me on the 23rd, says, Jimmy, you got Lyme disease. I said, does that mean I should take the antibiotics and that the hospital gave me? And they said, yes. So I took those, and I wasn't eating, obviously, and they tore me up and made me sick for another 3 weeks. And I didn't think I was ever going to get better. And I literally brainwashed myself into thinking I was going to be sick, because I know this because with the help of Susan and other friends telling me to get out there and get active, as soon as I got active, I felt so much better. But when I got up the next day for 3 days, I still had the migraines, still had the nausea, no appetite. But on day 4, after pushing myself to the extreme, hiking, ATVing, everything, on day 4, when I woke up, no headache, I had my appetite back, and it was like I've been fine ever since. And the mind is a powerful thing, I'll tell you what. In order for me to think, you know, brainwash me into thinking I'm going to be sick forever, Michael. It did, really, it really did. And I hope other people that are sick with it realize that if you're sick for any length of time, you just got to push yourself and be active. And you'll feel so much better and get past the point if you did brainwash yourself, you know. I hope I can help other people with this information. You know, I really enjoy helping other people, just like Susan. Thank God for her and some close friends that pushed me, you know, and my wife too. Told me, you got to get out of bed, Jimmy. And yeah, it was a wild ride, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's crazy, Jimmy. You know, and you know, I've done so many shows on that Lyme thingy. All right, so we're trying like, you know, talk around it a little bit. We can't, you know, claim that it'll you know, diagnose or claim that it will treat anything, but it does a lot, as we hear from a lot of people. So that Lyme thingy basically was started up in Plum Island in New York. Nazi group came in and started creating some nasty things, and they basically released those on the American public. Didn't exist before, but now it's a real problem. Now the medical establishment is unaware of Lyme because they don't talk about it. They don't teach them really how to treat it. And that's on purpose so that it will spread and cause problems. And so
Oh
that's
yeah.
why alternative forms like this, we'll call it alternative, but it's really should be a major treatment that people go to for a lot of different reasons. It does help a lot of people. So I'm glad you shared. That's amazing. A lot of people, it's misdiagnosed or not diagnosed at all for years and years and years, and people suffer. So I'm glad you got something. Great job, Susan, for get him involved with the LifeWave. A lot of people are real stubborn. They want to stay with the medical community, but as we're seeing, they normally only treat symptoms instead of going at the root cause. And that's one of the problems with the Plum Island developed Lyme
Yeah.
disease because it's something that is not in the books. So they don't know how to do it. And that's on purpose, like I said. So yeah, thanks a lot for sharing that. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I'd like to say one more thing, like
Sure.
with Western medicine, I went to the doctors 3 times. I went to the ER 3 times because I was literally hallucinating at times. I thought I was living in a totally different house in a totally different town. That's how far gone I was in July and August or June and August, July, I'm sorry. And on the 3rd trip to the ER, I told him, I said, I'm not leaving here until you tell me what's wrong with me. I said, I've told you maybe it's the water. I said, maybe it's the tick bite I got back in May. I said, and so they did the blood work, came back and said, well, you can stay 2 or 3 days, Jimmy, but we can't give you the results for about the tick bite diseases until 2 or 3 days. And so I might as well go home and be more comfortable. Yeah, no help at all. They made me literally take that doxycycline for no reason. And the pharmacist even told me I shouldn't have taken it because my own immune system had defeated it and put it in remission. And so they said you never should have taken it because you were negative on the time they did the blood work. It was in remission at the time they did my blood work.
Goodness. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Crazy stuff. So I'm glad you're much better now. So hopefully it never comes back.
Yeah.
No retracing, no nothing, all done. Hopefully it's done, but just stay on the patches long term. Don't give up on them. That's what a lot of people do. They give up on the patches and they weren't completely healed. And then it comes back.
Yeah,
So,
I don't want that.
yeah, very good. All right, great, Suzanne and Jimmy. Great share. Good job. This is one of the reasons why we share, guys. And share it. Don't be shy. All right, people are hurting. Need these badges. All right, Jay. Good to see you again. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it, boss man?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know what? If we don't love, care, and share, we go absolutely nowhere, right? Amen.
That's right. Beautiful. Yeah.
So, I got 3 shares. One's not really about the health part. It's kind of about a situation like a divine destiny miracle thing kind of happened. I was on a 3-way call today with one of my brand partners and customer service at LifeWave. So she's not real tech savvy, so I help her order patches each month. And so we're busy talking with her, doing the 3-way, and she's getting ready to order the patches. And the night before, last night, I prayed for her to have abundance. During my meditation, I prayed to Source Creator, please, Lord, give Melissa abundance. Help her somehow, some way, because her husband's suffering pretty bad right now, dementia, things like that. So they're going through a pretty rough time right now. Finances too, of course, with a lot of people. So she says, the customer service says, by the way, we have a credit for you of $232. And we're like, oh my gosh, praise the Lord. So she ended up getting her order for nothing, and she has a little bit left over to get more patches for next month. That's my miracle share number one.
Nice.
And
I
then
like those types of miracles.
yeah. And that's never happened all the time I've been with LifeWave, a few years now. Never had that kind of thing happen. So you know what,
No,
guys? Miracles happen for
prayer's
each and
good.
every one of us. It's just a matter of opening up to our Creator, accepting Him, and knowing that He's our guide and we're conduit vessels through Him. Anyway, on my second share, I banged my elbow real bad on a piece of metal right by my funny bone, and it broke the skin, severely bruised it, swelled it up. And so at the end, I couldn't hardly move my arm. It was horrible. All swelled up. I could only have it bent one way and all this. It felt like it was broke. It hurt so bad.
Mm.
So being the skin was broke, I put a glutathione on there for the infection, put a YA on there for the swelling and open up neural pathways, right? And I slept with it. The next day, my arm was able to straighten, swelling was gone, and the wound is already healed by now. And it's only been like 3 days now with that.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. So that's number two. Then number three, I started having a problem with a molar. My bottom left molar was bleeding, swelled up. I'm like, oh my gosh, time for the patch protocol. Let's go. Come on. So I got a glutathione, put it right on my cheek, right beside the molar, and put a Y on behind it by my earlobe, on the jawbone, right? The next morning, the swelling was down. I wore them again the next night, and by the third night, the infection was completely gone, swelling gone, no more pain. And that's it for my share number three.
That's beautiful, man. You really respond well to the oral patching orally, so that works really good.
Yes, it does. It does.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It's always a great thing. It always is. Amen.
All right, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Jen.
Okay, because of Jay's, he sent his testimonies, and I had two things to add that I wanted to share quickly. My daughter signed up 3 years ago when I signed up, and Michael signed up, and all of us. And she signed up her son, her husband, and her in-laws as PCs. And 2 years later, I'm over visiting her house. Mom, I want to check and see if I made any money. I don't know if I made any money, but would you help me? Because I don't know what to do with that. So for all of you, I have the email and the phone number for the bank where you can check what is owed to you. So I'm on for that. We checked, Michael. She was owed $600, and they never ever deleted it or charged her for it. She has used that now. She was like, oh my God, I made $600. It was over 2 years because they were all PCs, but she was making it the whole time, and it was always waiting for her.
Oh, wow.
So I say that to everybody, just check. And I mean, call me. So the second thing, Michael, when you said you're on YouTube, I ran to YouTube and I offered to, if anybody wants to sign up under, and get help, I'll help you get under Michael. So for all you YouTubers, I'm Grandma Jen. I signed up Michael. I don't want anything. I just want to help you sign up under Michael or any of his wonderful directors and managers. So that was the second thing. And then there was a third one. This week, Michael, I wear X39 and 49 every day. The two of them during the day, Eon at night. Eon is anti-anxiety. It helps your muscles relax. Those three. Yes, I do use other things, but I just want you to know about those three. And so yesterday I had a major toothache that started, and I couldn't figure out where's that coming from. So I looked at my sister who's been wearing these patches, I said, I'm putting in a carnosine right here. And Michael, I wore it all day long to the bank, to all these other places, and it was right here. Nobody even asked me, not even once. Do you know it's gone? It's disappeared. My whole jaw is fine just from 12 hours of wearing carnosine. And I didn't do it through the night. I just did it the 12 hours. So those things that Jay shares and we all share, they really work. But remembering that X39 and 49 are the stem cell changers. So you use those. And then the extras are, as I say, they're just symptom management. How's that? So that's my share.
Very good. Thanks, Jen.
Okay. I'm going to lower my hand. Whoops. Try.
Roxanne.
Excuse me, I have my hand raised for Debbie Beal. If you want to unmute, she's got a few shares about herself and her family.
Lovely.
Okay.
There's Debbie. Yeah, right over here. So.
There I go.
Oh,
Go ahead, Debbie. We got you.
muted. Debbie, you muted yourself.
Now, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I got into it I ordered the patches primarily for my husband. He's 77 now, and he had a lot of health issues throughout the years. And when we started on him, I had to slowly start him. I mean, we kind of went like maybe every third day with the patching, and because they were just a little bit too strong for him at the time.
Sure.
So now that was probably a year ago. And then about December, we started the 49-39 daily.
Nice.
And it has helped a lot. Some of his issues were he had this awful rash all over his legs. It wasn't really a rash, it was just discoloration and on his arms. And since he's been patching, that it's not gone, but it has not as bright as it was. Plus, his blood pressure got way up. It was like 200 over 90 something. And we don't really do traditional medicines at all. So now with the patching and that, we do have him down to 137, and it's almost the opposite now. Like 59 and 60 is his bottom number. So I'm really thankful for the patches on that. And I guess my biggest thing is just patience, because he did have a very large swollen lymph node on his inside of his upper left thigh. And it was very large, and it was it was real hard. It was almost solid. Now it's almost gone, and it's what is there is real soft tissue. So I guess it's a lymph node. We really, we didn't get it tested or anything, but it's almost gone. So
Well,
I'm very
good.
thankful for that.
That could have been that C word thing. So I'm glad it's fading. Good.
Yeah. And I've been on him myself. I really got into it for him, and then I started, and I'm 71, and I've got an extremely large amount of energy now. So it's worked well for me also. And then I was telling Roxanne, our granddaughter, she just made the USA Olympic Junior AAU Taekwondo sparring team. So I'm anxious to put her on them so she can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she goes to Croatia next month to represent the US. So we're excited about that.
In the beginning stages, David put the Olympic team on the patches, and they all performed exceptionally. What was that? Phillips Mark, was it
Oh, the
Michael
swimmer.
Phillips, I think? Yeah, the
Yes.
swimmer.
Michael Phelps.
He
All the
was
swim team.
he was beyond his prime,
Michael Phelps.
yet he blew it up.
Yeah.
He performed exceptionally well, and that was from using the patches.
Okay.
I think
Well,
he's not. We can't make claims
I'm-
again, and so anyway. But they got
we're
tested.
still-
They got tested, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are overperforming. You must be on drugs." And of course, they didn't show up any drugs because it's basically your body being activated.
Right.
Mhm. So yeah, get her on them, man. That'd be great.
Yeah. So we plan to, and then that's basically, other than my hair is darkening up in the back,
Yay.
which that's fine, but that's how I noticed too that different things, how they're working, it's funny because sometimes your body has its own mind, what needs to be repaired first, and it's not necessarily what you thought you wanted to do first. So we've learned patience, so especially with my husband, but it's working.
Good man to stay on it.
Hmm.
So a lot of men are hard headed about it, but yeah, you got a good one.
No, he's not. He's willing. It's just he was a little, I think he had a lot of issues more than what he realized, and it was going to those. So, but
Very
thank
good.
you very much.
Thank you, Debbie. That was great share.
Thank you.
I hope your granddaughter does really well. So I'm huge into I used to teach martial arts in SEAL team, so I love martial arts. So I always
really?
love to see the youngsters get into it. Really makes a difference, I think, in their lives.
Yeah. Well, we're excited.
Very good. Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Michael, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Speaking of SEALs, I'm sure you saw Trump on the 250th Navy anniversary the other night saying how much he loved those SEALs.
Yeah, I think they're doing a lot of work for him behind the scenes. So I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I want to talk about my friend Matt. I don't know if you remember I want to say almost a year ago, 36, pretty healthy. And he had, one night he had a stroke and 3 heart attacks before he got to the hospital. And he lost his ability to talk, and he lost the use of the right side of his body. And so about a month later, after he came home, we got him on the X39s, and he's been on them again for like 11 months. He had done really good and had gotten a little bit of his stability back on the right side as far as walking, and was walking without a cane. And then he fell and hit his head. And so he kind of got depressed. He went to a little bit of a depression, but they took him in for some testing. And it was kind of like he just kept getting this bad news, right? And they said that he had, they found a small tumor in his lung, and that he was full of blood clots. So about a month ago, he went to the doctor for his blood clots. They were all building up and he couldn't breathe. And so they said, So we put him on the Eon too. We kept trying to get him on the Eon, but we got him on the Eon. So now, fast forward to last week, he told his mom, he said, I have got to go to the hospital. And she said, Matt, what is the matter now? His blood clots are gone, so that's good. Okay, they took his little drain out so that his blood clots have dissolved, and they're not fearful of that anymore. But she said, Matt, what's the matter? And he said, Mom. And then he wrote down, my hands and my feet are freezing on his right side. And she said, oh my God, Matt, you can feel your hands and your feet. So they took him to the hospital. They did some tests on him, and they found out that the small tumor in his lung is gone, totally gone. And that he is getting feeling back, and he is now completely walking with no cane, and he's able to move a little bit of grip on his hand, which he struggled so hard with that to even try to twist the lid with the palm of his hand. So now he's got that back, and his mom said, "Do you think it's the patches?" And me and Doreen said, "Yes, we do." So he's making great progress all of a sudden. Thank you, Lord, and thank you, patches. Thank you, LifeWave, because he's still on them and he's taking them every day. And I think he's going to see. I think we're going to see some miracles here. So
Yeah, we already are. So that
we already
Ian's a
are,
really
definitely.
good one. I'm glad you
Yeah.
got it on that.
Yeah.
We've had some people that have come on and talked about that, where a son was in an accident, and the blood clotting was so bad in the lungs they couldn't do anything.
Right.
He was probably not going to live. So they brought in the Aeon patch, and they just like took it and put it all over his chest. And this is because another doctor, his wife had problems with lung clots, and they had her on a screen, and they brought in the Eon patch and started moving it, the whole thing, the sleeve, and moving it around her chest, and the clots dissolved while they could see it. So they did that with him, his son, and his son's clots dissolved to the point where they could then move forward with the operation, but they weren't positive that they were going to even be able to do it. So yeah, the Eon is definitely a great one to bring in. So I'm glad you guys did that. So wow, miracles keep coming. Beautiful.
Yep, they
Thanks,
do.
Asher. Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Dr. Kathy.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe all these stories. They are certainly, and we a good group here, Michael. I have to say that this is a very well-informed group. We come together every week and we learn from each other. Okay. So I have some small shares. Patty and I were, spent this a couple of days over this weekend. And what I love about it is, she said, the look on people's face. Okay. But I did patch someone and it was just with X39. And we usually use Eon and X39 because that's that dynamic dual together. But she got relief from back pain with X39. She came over and gave us a big hug. Okay. I also want to keep in mind that we can't pick the fix. And I know that Mother Swami talked a little bit about that. We've had a lot of stories that people allude to that. But again, we cannot pick the fix. So when someone has pain and they want that to go away, but they get brain fog decreasing, or they have a moment where they just feel so relieved, so calm. That I had someone that she felt so good. She was giddy she was smiling, just had a hip replacement. She was sore in her hips and her knees because she's kind of compensating. We put some IceWave on, we put some X39 on, Eon, and she was walking around in almost cane. So we have a lot of little, shares that happen, little things that happen, but I'm talking about some of the shares we've had today. Whoa, this is a good keeper. We're going to be sharing this recording with a lot of other people, and we just need to keep sharing and keep patching because it works. It works. Back to you, Michael.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Kathy. And that's great because that's another reason why we do these shows and then put it up on here. It's live on YouTube right now. Still a lot of viewers live. Hello, LifeWave YouTube. So we also put it on Rumble. The Rumble channel has been the one that's been up for like 3 years doing these shows. I would say in that period of time, we've seen thousands of miracles, people sharing their miracles. So unbelievable. So you can go in and do a binge watch if you want, and either the channel. If you're still doubting, you'll see enough that you'll like want to try at least, so that we recommend that. So just like Dr. Annabelle said, for every year of your or every 10 years of your life, at least 1 month, right? So if you're 50, try for 5 months. I've never seen anyone at this point that hasn't had some very good results after using the LifeWave for that period of time of their lives. So, Lynn.
I love what we do. It's like we're changing the world one patch at a time. I love. Yeah, so I have 3 shares. I actually have 11 going on 12 just the past week, but I'll just say 3. I have a brand partner who's also an energy healer, and she was helping a woman in her 30s, and I won't say the diagnosis, but she struggles with attention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. And the brand partner used her intuition and placed an Eon patch on her customer, and instantly night and day. All of those behaviors instantly, night and day gone.
Hmm.
And that's a huge diagnosis that affects a lot of people, especially our younger generations. So that's amazing. And then I have a new brand partner that just started on the X39. And for years, she's had to go to bed with an ice pack on either side of her neck and multiple natural sleeping aids. And her first night on the X39, she didn't even need the ice packs on her neck, and she was able to sleep with 2 less natural sleep aids. So
Wow.
it's amazing and still like that. And then my third, I have another brand partner. She's on the X39, the X49, and the Eon. And she's been wanting to do fasting because we all know how healthy it is to do some fasting. But she could never do it because she was craving food so much, she couldn't do the fasting. And she's been on the patches for 5 months now, and she no longer craves food. That's that addiction. Our patches help with all kinds of addictions, and that's what that was. And now she's able to fast 2 or 3 days a week. And she said she feels a ton better physically from the fasting that she was able to do because of the patching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic.
Yep.
So in the chat over on YouTube, asking where you can get the patches now. I said that, a lot of like Lynn and a lot of people that have been speaking are directors, brand partners, at high level, and they have a large group of people they help. You can sign up at my LifeWave or my Michael. It's LifeWaveMichaelJaco.com. But when you go into that, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's info at michaelkjaco.com, or contact us. And Jen or Roxanne will get hold of you if you're interested in joining with someone else that's going to give you like really good service, like Lynn or any number of the people that are watching right now that are brand partners. If you're interested, we can help place you, help you with that. So you guys in YouTube, I'm gonna drop the link for that right now. So if you're interested, come on over. All right. Thanks, Lynn. Tina, good to see you again.
Hello, everybody. Praise God for all the healing. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely.
I have some great results. My mother, at 91 years of age, just had a 6-month follow-up with cardiology, primary care, and I've never had a very happy dancing feeling inside. So I just want to quickly, blood pressure 138/64. My mother was a 200/100 in the past. Glucose down 40 points, cholesterol down 20 points, LDL down 30 points, and down 30 pounds for a 91-year-old. I feed her. There's been no significant changes in the diet. Just, wellness stuff. The cardiologist and primary both said, I've never seen her so relaxed. She actually fell asleep sitting in the cardiologist after having her EKG. He looked over and he goes, I've never seen anybody that relaxed in a doctor's office. I go, I've never seen her fall asleep in a doctor's office. So anyway, that's all great. The primary said to me last Friday, I got nothing.
That's beautiful.
All of her blood work.
All right.
She's had low sodiums. Her sodium's like 138. Used to be like 130, where she was going to the hospital for IVs. It's amazing. I am beyond thrilled with the patches. I had a friend, my neighbor, the other day went into her closet and she put an iron in her closet and wrapped the cord. And when she went back into the closet, the point of it right on her forehead.
Ooh.
So she had a gash. It was bleeding pretty good. I said, come on over. I had an antiseptic, put it on, put a Band-Aid on it. And I go, take this Eon patch and stick it just right next to it. I think it was on her forehead or something. She says, I got to go lay down. I have a terrible headache. I called her in the morning. I said, how you doing? She goes, I feel great. And it doesn't look like I ever got a cut. She says, it's a miracle. So that was that. And I have a friend that was here today, and he's done flooring business his whole life and has had having his own business, waiting for something to pay for knee surgery. and just sharp pains that make you go, like you're gonna fall over. And I said, you know what? Why don't I just try these patches on you? I said, put two X39 and Eon patch. I said, just stick them around your knee. I don't put them on top of each other. I don't care what you do. See if something happens. So of course he was so thrilled that he was able to walk and the sharp pains were gone. It's like I left him on for 3 days. I said you can't leave him on that long. But anyway, he said I took them off and I still feel fine. So he says I need to sign up. So he's my new partner. His mother is the same age as my mother, 90. So she's going to start using them. And he has a lot of people that he's already sharing it with, and they can't believe that he's walking without a limp. He doesn't have to hold on to the railing going up and down stairs. So at some point he'll come on and probably share, but he's thrilled. So he's signed up, and I just stay like you guys do. Just stay with the patches. They work. We've been on them. June was a year, so a year and a half or so. I'll never not patch up. Good
Yeah, that's
stuff.
great, Tina.
Thanks everybody
for the
sharing, because
updates.
it certainly helped. What's that?
Thanks for their updates for your mom. That's just amazing, her transformation.
Oh, at her age, and people say, oh, they're old, they're not going to heal. And I said, well, if you believe in God, the power of healing is there. And thank God for David Schmidt and all of you, because sharing definitely, it gives everybody hope. So
Definitely.
thanks all.
Thank you. And that's great share about service people to come and work at your place. There's so many people that have talked about how they help out the service people and they end up signing up. That's a great way to sign people up.
Do that with your knee all the time, putting rugs in, right? That's
Yeah. Those guys
so,
need it. Oh.
Yeah. We'll keep you posted.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too. Frederick.
Hello, Michael. Hello, everybody. Since you just did a show for James Rink about the Super Soldier Activation Conference on YouTube, I thought I would mention that Arthur Gross and myself will be representing LifeWave at the conference in Orlando, October 8th through 12th, and we'll be sampling the LifeWave patches for anyone who would like to sample them. So I just thought I'd mention that to the audience, and hopefully a lot of your audience is coming, and we can get these patches on the people and they could actually see what they do. And we'll be able to answer any questions that anyone has also.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
And yet, those events, usually the people are open to all that energy work, and so they notice right away this is something. And so there's usually a lot of good signups, and that's going to be a huge audience. I think like upwards of 500. So you guys should be busy.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Roxanne.
Okay, I'll be short because I'm sure you have another show after this. But this morning I patched my son before he got out of the car for school. And I patched him with X39 at the back of his neck and X49. And he doesn't believe in all the 5G radiation stuff. And I'm like, dude, wake up. So, and I said, just wear it on your shirt if it bothers you. So I said, you'll look like Iron Man and you'll be smarter for wearing it. And he's like,
That's
okay,
right.
Mom. So that's an easy one. So, and then I patched earlier too with LifeWave. I put them on the bottoms of my feet. Tan on the bottom of my left foot and the white one on the bottom of my right foot. And I felt when I was driving, I felt like I was just like floating.
Wow.
So no pain. I have a little bit of pain in my lower back, and no pain. So it's helping. It works.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So this morning I woke up with a little bit of pain. My lower back don't usually have any pain like that at all, but I was like, okay, I want to work out 2.5 hours today. So I put on I usually wear Eon at night. So I was like, well, I'm gonna patch it up. We'll see what happens. So I put the Eon back there on my back, and within a few minutes, I forgot all about it. I went and worked out, And now that everybody's mentioning their back, I'm like, oh yeah, I had a little back problem this morning too. How about that? So that's the way a lot of us are. You know, we just have a little ache or pain, or we need a little energy here or there, or we need some healing here or there, and we put the patch on, and because we already know the benefit of it, we put it on and forget. And then we like come back later and we're like, oh yeah, it did it again. If we even remember, because there's so many over time, over the several years I've been using the patches, there's so many instances. You know, I don't say that I take it for granted. I just know that it's going to work. It's a done. I put it on, it's a done deal. So that's the beauty of having used the patch a lot, and that's what I love about all the brand partners. The managers and directors are in here. They're talking about how they put it here, put it there, because you know what's going to work, and you help other people put the patch where they need it. So, and then those people are going to learn over time too. So that's the beauty of LifeWave patch, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Amazing. Every week it's better and better. Isn't it incredible? I'm just stunned. It's amazing. All right. Lots of love. If you want to unmute and say goodnight and send the love, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, Michael.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Good night,
Have a nice
everyone.
night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Well, Michael, you had 100 in YouTube, and then you got 67 here. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, there was 120 at one time on YouTube. Yeah.
I put my
Great.
phone number twice out there.
Thank you.
I did it, but I did.
Thanks, everybody.